So, you've taken up your friend's advice to play Rise of Nations, or you've seen your friends playing, so you're like, okay, I can play it too, right? So you press play, and this is the screen that greets you. If you don't know anything about it from here, please allow me to explain everything you need to know so that this incredible game can be played by another new person and they can learn the ways and they can, basically learn and have a lot of fun. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So you'll see this is a server list, and I usually sort them by year because I like new servers. Currently, there are no new servers, so yeah, the oldest servers, it's just not a good idea usually because it's no fun because there's barely any people. There's 2 people, and due to how long it's been, let's see, it's 2200 something, so it's been 226 hours. It's been over 9.5 days. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Oh, new server. Let's hop right in. So when you go, it'll teleport you to like the server, and once we go there, you'll see a list of countries. And over here, you'll see Afghanistan, Algeria, American Samoa, We're gonna choose one that's relatively, far away from harm. We're gonna choose Angola, so I can explain everything to you. So this will be in different parts. The first part of this tutorial will be economy and resources. So resources are a way that we make money. And you'll see when you go to flag, when you press the flag, this is our control panel. I'll explain control panel as well. So in control panel, we'll go to country. And here you can see formables. We'll get into formables later. Don't worry. We have ideologies, everything. We'll get into that later. We have diplomacy. Now, diplomacy it's about like who are you allies with, who are you rivals with, who are your subjects, subjects are something else we're getting into as well. Truces, wars. So when you're at truce with someone, you can't attack them. That's, it's pretty simple. So, yeah. Next, we, getting stuck. So, yeah, I want to tell you about economy. So when you go to economy, you'll see how much money you're making. And this amount you see right here is how much you make every 5 seconds, or 5 in-game days. So we have 508,000 from tax, and it's pretty obvious, the more people you get, the more tax. And the better resources you have, the more you make on resources. Right here, since we have 40,000 troops and no upgrades or anything, we make, it's costing us 80,000. So, first things first, let me teach you what resources are. So resources, you can go into here and see what you produce. So I produce a little bit of oil, no fertilizer, no phosphate. I produce some diamond, that's where I probably get my money from. No chromium, Ooh, some iron, copper, titanium. No, I don't make titanium. Yeah. So there we can see what we made, what we make, or you can just go into resource at the beginning and just look here. 2 copper, 6 diamond, 4 iron, and so forth. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make tanks. Tanks are super important in the game. They are the most important troop, and yeah. So what you want to do is you want to make a steel manufactory. And most countries, they don't have the iron, but we already make 4 units of iron. But say we didn't. So here's how we would make that, how we would buy 4 units of iron. So usually you should just ask from one of the AI countries, so the ones that are white. Ask for 4 and buy, and see, they accepted. So now we'll have enough. I buy a little bit before so that we get a little extra. We only need 0.2, but I buy 1 because anyway, so now we have we need tungsten. So I'm gonna buy 1 from Uganda and 1 from Sweden, because they're both AI anyway. Uganda accepted, now Sweden. So you can see right now, we are currently making we're gonna make factories. So what are factories? I'm sorry, I think I already made one. Steel manufacturing, there we go. So now we want a motor factory. And essentially what this is going to do is, so I put the steel a little ahead because we need steel to make motor. And as you can see here, we will need that steel, so I put that first. Anyway, let me go put you through the next ones. Next one is fertilizer, and for fertilizer you need phosphate. And then electronics, and for electronics you need gold and copper. We produce 2 copper, so I can buy 2 gold. And then there's aircraft, And aircraft are a lot of fun, but we'll get into that later. And then we have civilian. Now, this first part is going to be covering factories and economy. So the first one will be, about all of this. So motor factories, you can help produce tanks, but it's not just tanks, as you'll see here. What's a civilian factory, you ask? Civilian factories make consumer goods, and consumer goods keep your stability up. And the gist of stability is higher stability means that there's a less chance of your country falling apart. So say I'm a pretty small country, or medium-sized. If I were to take 100 million in population, so probably about here to here, right? Then there would be a lot of unrest because 8 million people are controlling 100 million. That would make sense, right? So for that reason, my unrest would go up and my stability would go down. By the way, you can check stability around here. So there's no war or anything, so my stability right now. You want tungsten? No. Yeah, stability. So you want stability to be as high as possible. That's why if you have long drawn-out wars where you lose a lot of troops, or if you lose your capital, that's a huge hit on stability. And for that reason, consumer goods are a great way to protect against stability, because consumer goods give 25 stability. But as you can probably guess, they are hard to make. So let's make a consumer goods factory. But for that, you'll see we need electronics. So electronics. And we need fertilizer. And I think I will go broke. And let's buy the stuff. We need, oh frick, I'm gonna go broke. I'm too broke. Whee! Bro moment. 2 tungsten. I need 4 phosphate, we need 3.5. Let's actually, since we're so on edge, this is probably a good idea not to buy any extras. And 2 gold. There we go. So basically what it's going to do is it's going to add to our stability, and our stability is going to go up. So yeah, that's pretty much the economy. And here's the thing. You also have here. So you can have lower tax laws, but higher stability. So you can have half the tax income and 10 base stability extra. Or double, 1.5 times the tax income, but 25 less stability. And then we have something called government spending. So government spending is another way to increase stability, but it's really damn expensive. And then research spending is technology, and this is where you improve. So we could go this way, or we could go economic. And tax collection gives us more tax money. And tax, we have factory, gives us more factory output. Durable is research, resources. Aerial is air, this part is pretty obvious. So yeah, that's that. Right now we're making a bunch of motor parts. And we will make consumer goods soon. Oh, we don't have the fertilizer. I forgot about that. Yeah, we won't be able to make consumer goods due to Big Sad, known as no fertilizer. Unless India is nice and sells us some. Please, India, be nice, Epic Gamer, and sell us some fertilizer. Hi, sell us like 3.5, that'd be amazing, thanks. Anyway, so that's factories. And another thing is money, right? You want more money, then you become a democracy. But the thing about democracy is it takes a lot longer to justify. What's justification? Well, before you attack someone, you need to justify, right? You can't just be like, all right, today I decided that I'm gonna attack you, so I will. Just like I can't go up to my brother and be like, today I've decided to take your freaking drone because I felt like it'll be like, no. I took your drone because on your birthday you got a Paris trip, and for my birthday I had to go to California. Okay, so I deserve that. Okay, I'm going a little too far, but you get my point. So you have conquest, which in normal takes 75 days. So you can check here, conquest, military groups. This is trades, resources, map modes. Anyway, as you can see, my stability has gone up because I have consumer goods. So my stability will go up really high due to consumer goods, and higher stability means more tax income, means more monies. So anyway, democracy gives a lot more money, as you can see, tax income plus 110%. Military upkeep goes up though, and unrest reduction plus 40%. But the thing about this is democracies are usually not good for wars, but you make a lot of money. But if you're just gonna go war, as a beginner, you should definitely go to fascism. So I've been playing this for a long time, and I have a lot of XP. So I kind of, I can choose by experience whether I want to go democracy or fascism. But usually I go democracy now. But that's a different thing. You should probably start with going fascism because your military upkeep goes way down. You lose a little tax income, and your stability goes way up. So as you know, when you're starting out, you should definitely go to fascism. Now, if you make a bunch of money on resources, then go to communism because communism gives more manpower. Now, what's manpower? Manpower is how we make troops. And troops can be tanks, they can be infantry, they can be anything. So anything that, costs manpower, and communism and fascism give extra. Yeah. Democracy doesn't because it's democracy. And these are like, you need to go here, here. So socialism is 250, and then it's next. So we're not actually going to take over the DRC right now. Or you know what, should we? I don't know. So yeah, that's the economy more or less. Now the next part of this will be war. And I know you guys are excited for war, so let's hop in.